for an encore here tonight. As Aaliyah Boston and A'ja Wilson in the season. As Mitchell off the screen leaves her first shot short.
A'ja Wilson, a three-time MVP in this league.
Will take it right at her. Sets up Howard, the Commissioner's Cup MVP.
Effort by her to be the MVP. Maybe one of two players for the...
But it was Vegas who closed on a 20-12 run to Las Vegas as Aaliyah Boston is called for the foul. Indiana has not...
To see how they're going to be guarded. And then you make an adjustment and then...
Here is the MVP and her left-handed jump shot. Here is Boston extra pass. Howard thought about the three. McDonald lets it fly. Of the aces, Becky Hammond. And here is Boston right up the middle.
Really important possessions for the Fever.
Becky Young is in. Shot clock down to 2. Did Young see it? Not in time. It's a shot clock.
Never let the basketball penetrate below the free throw line. If you can...
Here's Kelsey Mitchell, flips it to Howard, who lays it in. Dominic, thank you, and it's good to have Dom with us here on loan from our partner at WTHR.
Back and healthy. Playing the long run here, long game.
That shot clock winding.
Caitlin Clark, according to her hoop stats.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell. Watch it. Donald draws the foul here for Indiana. Not moved to 9-8 despite winning. Saw Alyssa Smith.
Not getting a slice of that pie, are you, Pat?
So far, the check hasn't arrived. Speaking of great passers, Chelsea Gray whips it into the corner. Smith working the bait for Boston, working on her former teammate in Alyssa Smith. Boston goes right at her, but leaves it short. Deep position, saw a double team, kick out Jackie Young for a triple. Here's Mitchell left wide open, and Mitchell cashes it. All sorts of space for A'ja Wilson. Here is Boston's size advantage. Howard just looks so comfortable, so confident as Jackie Young pushes it, turns it over. Backcourt violation.
The very disruptive. Las Vegas can't get any rhythm going yet offensively. Her pads over the thigh pads as she turns the corner.
Gussing at Commissioner's Cup championship game. She had 12 points. She got red hot to close out the month of June. And trying to
come back and play here. I think you go all in, and she has been able to.
Mitchell, shifty, gets to the rim.
I mean, this is timing. This is.
Las Vegas has opened up 3 of 11 from the field. So aggressive, so confident here to start this one. Might have got away in there. Ball on the floor. Knocked off of Las Vegas, I think.
KK Timpson with that length. And then up the line.
In. Young has to get rid of it and get the 1%. A very rare miss. Boston driving on Wilson. Gets 15 of Indiana's 19 here in the first quarter. A'ja Wilson through contact.
The exchange with Cunningham. And then take that extra power dribble.
Things that A'ja Wilson does well. Getting to the line is one of her very best sets this season from the free throw line.
Last time the Fever played.
Quarter lead in that one. Lloyd whips it inside to a cutting. Wilson.
I'm not sure that Coach White wants to switch that. Good read to throw the ball inside. And again, back to the free throw line.
Indiana's 11-point lead has been...
Step up screen.
Wilson trying to locate Boston. Beautiful pass.
Has to be cleaned up. So far, the officials have been very consistent in the first quarter.
Pulls down the turnover. And Fever 5, stunner step, spin, and turns it over.
Yeah, they go 1-4 flat.
Fever lead by as many as 11. Boston and...
Everyone talks about how good her IQ is, how high it is. Her
first points here tonight. Here's Smith backing in. Little push shot too strong.
This is a rookie who's got tremendous skill and upside.
Evans left alone and promises to play a big role in the story of that Las Vegas bench this year. McDonald off. Here is Evans. She is quick. Here is Michaela.
That is her second.
KK Timpson issue.
McDonald turns the corner and gets
reading that.
McDonald's been in double figures in was a hardship exception initially, and then has signed a contract. Vegas Jewel Lloyd.
Oh, good read.
Double team it.
Right place at the right time. Her tireless work ethic. I was talking to Fever GM Amber Collins around the basket. It's been a joy to watch her growth thus far this season, getting more minutes.
She's a tremendous teammate. And all of those things and qualities and the players for Stephanie White that can get things started. A really good job to attack the closeout of the rookie.
And it really feels like the Fever, maybe even more so than usual, having
that time. It throws off the rhythm of the team. So you
the foul line. They scored 5 of their 29
event as well.
They're on an 8-0 run here and have taken
over the top of that. That's good ball pressure by the Aces that allows
on that right shoulder from the Las Vegas training staff. The MVP
action.
Gamecock on Gamecock, and Wilson.
6'5", Indiana's depth not quite the same without Dantas.
And Wilson now, McDonald back on the attack, lays it in, right around Wilson. And McDonald's quickness on full display here so far.
For Las Vegas.
They give it right back to the
body to shield the defender in Hall, and then Howard just doesn't
on the glass coming into the Knights. Mitchell, beautiful pass. 2 more for players tonight in double digits, and an offensive foul on Chelsea Gray.
Over the top. Aaliyah Boston so good at reading.
Mitchell finds Boston and gets it 24%.
To Asia Wilson. Oh my goodness, come on!
And Boston knocked that one away, and it pinged.
Literally getting whatever they want right now.
By 10 points here 1 week ago to LA, and the confident Wilson carves out some space and draws the foul.
To where she is now. You say confidence, it's impressive.
And now when it's something that feels like it's contagious too. Boston's playing with more as Wilson is fouled by Howard. That was just
because she's a willing passer. Las Vegas can get into some sort of rhythm.
And almost their entire offense has been
You had Asia Wilson on Mitchell.
Boston high-low, Howard flips it up. And she plays.
Last time we were here, she's just an incredible human.
Consistent success that the Fever had with her. As Kelsey Mitchell, aggressive in the first quarter, off the screen and knocks down Indiana is shooting 65% from the field. Mitchell right up the gut, hand off Howard. 28 points in the paint here for the Fever. They are attacked at the rim. Now Smith ducks in, offensive
to the midline, and that's because Hull is her team.
Lexi Hull uses it to her advantage. It's been a frustrating night for the Aces coming into this year, 111 and 37.
Well, the
offensive output. And when you consider they're doing this without their...
Because I know she's not sitting around feeling sorry for herself today. I'm sure they got
after the first half. The best defensive stretches.
It's the details through the fundamentals. Remember how bad they were to start the season, and we kept saying we knew it would come back around.
Clock winding down again. Here's Jackie Young, just flips it up. Shot. Here's Mitchell on the attack, gets inside, kick out Boston.
Coverage can get a little bit better here in the second half.
Chelsea Gray, Young at just 4. Here's Wilson on the drive, gets inside.
Thought it was on Howard. But when she puts it on the floor like that, you got to stunt. Because Asia Wilson has been the biggest target, right? You expect them to play 2 and through
20. The Fever have done a tremendous job of stifling everybody else on the Aces. I had to hoist up. Mitchell, bounce pass, Boston into traffic. 2 possessions here for the Aces out of halftime.
I mean, this isn't a path. Mitchell had her path. Good job by the officials.
Record just a couple of years ago in a season. At 11 points.
Flex zone, matching up to man-to-man. You got to change up something defensively.
Young kick out. Wilson thought about the 3, drives on Boston. Boston cuts her.
I don't know about that.
This is going to have to take an early seat. Fever built a ton of push.
6. Now you get deeper into Indiana's bench with KK Timpson.
With the first 6 points of the third quarter, and Stephanie White
Together stays together.
And here's Lexi Hull missing on a three ball.
A team that gets in.
Here's Kia Stokes from the corner. Won't take a lot of them.
This is a tough one right here.
Well, I'm a little surprised just because this is the Aces' last challenge now.
Right hand. Back of her hand. I don't know. That's a close one.
But they'll maintain possession, and Wilson goes back down to 2. Oh, catch and shoot, and there's a foul on the inbound pass. And then it is moot.
Isn't good enough. You might as well play zone.
Mitchell gets past McDonald, misses. There's Howard who just tips it up there, gets an offensive rebound. Just a little bit delayed. Angel Kent, Pauline. Young pulls up and connects. Mitchell lays it in. Pretty finish.
Hey, finish. On Kelsey Mitchell's head and see what it looks like up close.
Wilson is putting together a masterful performance despite the depth. Howard who shuffled her feet. Checked in to just try to provide a spark here for Indiana. You see her picking up there in the backcourt. Wilson crossing over. Wilson hangs. Wilson finished in 4 minutes. Lexi Hull, a much-needed answer for Indiana. Percent coming into tonight. Off balance that time. Howard driving into Stokes. Ducks in. Shot too strong. Howard got him. Kia Stokes, which immediately sent Las Vegas back to the free throw line for a couple. Mitchell off the screen, clears some space. Up on the rim, tantalizing the Fever fans. Now it's Jack.
Challenge it. Make it home.
Bit of a push off there as well. Angelica.
I think this is going to be overturned.
Is where the clocks are and should be. Possession to Indiana. Howard Tipschel can't hit on a 3. Howard tries to track it down. Cunningham. Cunningham's going to leave it frustrated. It's time Nye on the drive, gets inside, floats it up. Kick ahead, Mitchell off to the races.
Oh, nice.
Wilson gets free inside, and the Fever had to foul her.
Good. I think Becky Hammond's been using a lot.
12th free throw of the night here. And she is 10 of 12 players in the league. Here's another Kelsey Mitchell, too strong at the rim, and you don't often see that by a team up by 18, and it pays off. Still down, you're up by 18, and you're pressing and trapping. We have seen from the fan bases, Indiana Fever, and throughout the state, but in Iowa too, their support is felt so strong.
1,000 fans in attendance at WNBA Arena.
And what's been a disappointing night so far for the Aces. Asia Wilson now with 20.
You want to make sure you keep that lead.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell. And there was a foul off the ball. Gray, cross-court pass, beautiful find. Jackie Young came. So Alyssa Smith in a building. Look for her first scoring in an opposing uniform.
29 points for Wilson. I'm sorry, she's not off the floor. She's guarding Sophie Cunningham.
Here's Colson on the drive, has it to handle. Smith couldn't haul it in. Timpson comes up with the steal.
In the closeout, and then you get that defender on your backside, and you score.
Here is the vet, finding some space and knocking.
It's an addition for the Fever. And when they brought her here, they were counting on her to do what she
turns it over. Well, the job the Fever have done tonight.
Well, and the Fever held Courtney Williams and Caleb
to Lexi Hull. Kind of an awkward landing there. Team that at times has had some trouble holding leads, including here is a Leah Nye splash.